cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane.
What an outstanding competition.
From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke.
Holy smokes, that's a lot of horse.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky.
Look at that.
Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to
A hard-running steer, but he handles it.
Welcome to the show. That's perfect.
And here we go.
Hello, Houston. That's how I clear out everything. Did it already. Howdy, everybody. I'm Bob Tallman in the middle like it shows. Andy Seiler on my left and the big handsome one. Boyd Polhamus on this side. Super Series number 2, 3, the third round. I love the final day because somebody's going to clinch, somebody is going to click, somebody's going to get the guitar, somebody's going to get the big money. This is challenging.
It's Championship Sunday for this phase of the tournament. And I got to tell you, one guy that has just impressed me to no end is a bareback rider named R.C. Landingham. He has been fastidious in his approach to the bareback riding this year with an 85.5-point ride last night. Now, can it get better than that? Only if you've got a good horse. So we asked R.C. about the horse he's getting on tonight.
Tonight I got a horse at Surveys called On Your Own. Been to the NFR. It's a good horse. Going to have some big moves right out there, kind of strong. Going to give me a good chance to hopefully get a check and hopefully get a series championship because I haven't done that. I've been coming here for a long time.
That's right. He'd like to get his first guitar. Andy, will it be easy for him?
I don't think so, because in the same competition, you've got a world champion cowboy matched up with a world champion bucking horse. Now, this man, that is Clayton Bigelow. Former champ of the world, has won $1,250. He was 80 points on this ride right here in go round number 1. But $1,250 is not enough to guarantee that you're going to get out of Super Series 2. This world champion bucking horse underneath him, named Womanizer from the Surveys, is outstanding. So if he just does his job, he's got a really good shot to get another check.
Yeah, if you want $3,000, you want to be climbing aboard Womanizer of the Surveys. Let's go down to the arena floor for the fourth member of our broadcast team. This is Patty Smith. Who are your eyes on?
Well, I do have my eyes on a cowboy, and he is right here in this tie-down competition about to go next, and it is Kyle Lucas at just 29 years old. He comes from a rodeo family. His dad is a 6-time qualifier. His sister's a former Miss Rodeo Canada and now works for the Cowboy Channel. And Kyle is sitting at about 4th, I think, with $2,500 in money. He's a little bit on the bubble, so we asked him his game plan.
Kind of as I'm getting older, I have a little bit of a checklist, you know, and I know what works, I know what doesn't, but then at the end of the day, you just got to back in the box and do your job.
So look for Kyle Lucas coming 3rd out of the gate.
Thank you, Patty. That's good stuff. We will be keeping our eyes on what that great Canadian can do. Let's start the competition, shall we? Tie Down Roping, sponsored by Boot Barn. And this is where we're at right now. Riley Webb, the defending Rodeo Houston champion, the defending world champion, is the number 1 man in this series right now with $3,250 in earnings. Just ahead, Kincaid Henry and Cole Clemens, 2 young guns there. And there is Patty's aforementioned Kyle Lucas at $2,500. He's on the bubble. He's going to need to get another check.
Garrett Jacobs knows $875 helps, but that's not enough. We always say $2,500 to $3,000 at least is what it takes to get out of your Super Series. Garrett needs more, and he needs it now. Last year's champion of the Pike Speaker Bus Rodeo in Colorado Springs has to get the calf up. He will set the pace for everyone else, and he only takes 1 wrap and a hooey, a gamble he had to go at because he saw the times yesterday. We had a 7-7 and a 7-8. So he knew he had to go and go quickly. But 9 and 5 for Jacobs.
All right, Bo Pickup. Let's see if we can prove the odds makers wrong. Bo Pickett comes from Caldwell, Idaho. He's only got $750 once, so go get you $3,000. You advance on money. The top four are going to be safe, get a little holiday before they come back. This kid's been a winner mostly in Canada and the Northwest. Idaho, Washington, Alberta, Canada. There it is. Perfect. Here's where you're going to make the money if you can get him up. That just cost him 3 seconds.
He's going to get... Well, the horse is supposed to keep a tight rope, but he was going to get flagged out anyway because the calf is supposed to have the opportunity to stand with its legs dangling beneath its body. And the calf never really got that opportunity from Bo. And so I was watching the field flag judge, and he had already flagged him out because he didn't give the calf the fair opportunity to stand. Okay, let's go to Kyle Lucas. We've talked a lot about him already. He's in the number 4 position on Money One with $2,500. But if a Weston Hughes comes back and wins the round, or a Britt Bedke comes back and wins the round, they could kick Kyle to the curb. So he's got to kind of look at this like, I got a place in the top 4. I at least got to get a top 4 check in order to be safe to advance. Well, we got a 9 and 5 and a no time so far. So Lucas backs into the corner of the box. The barrier line, which is that rope stretched in front of the horse, requires every contestant to give the animal a head start. It's the same head start for every cowboy. If your horse runs through it before the calf trips it, we penalize you 10 seconds. All right, past champion of the National Western in Denver, Colorado in 2022. On the dirt comes the Canadian second-generation talent. Look at this, guys. Look at this. There you go.
Well, he took advantage of a calf that ran average, gets him roped right. But Andy, he does not make a mistake on the ground. He is fluid. Wow.
That's a great description, Bob. Fluid. There were no bobbles, no mistakes in his motion once he left the horse all the way down to finish in that tie. So he now applies pressure to the next cowboy. You just heard Boyd reference Mr. Hughes. Weston, it's won $750. The champion last year at Fort Worth and Window Rock, Arizona. A 3-time qualifier to the National Finals Rodeo. Long last night, keeping him out of the money. Caldwell, Texas is where this cowboy calls home. See if we can get him in there. Calf standing when he gets there. Come on, Weston, keep hustling. You need it more now than ever. 8.2.
Wow.
And I hate seeing him limp back to that horse, but that's the time he needed.
He's been limping ever since he got here. I think he's got a hip issue right now. But, man, this guy knew what he had to do in order to move on in advance, and he just did it. Right now, we project him into the number 2 spot if he can hold on to that number 1 check. He can't move too far down or let these other guys get by him. But for right now, Hughes is right where he wants to be at the halfway point in the tie-down roping.
All right, what does Kincaid Henry say today? He's got 3,001 coming in. That's a safety mark, okay? The kid from Mount Pleasant, Texas, 2-time NFR qualifier already. Out of his rookie year, he's 15th in the standings. I don't think he's got any safety in him. The only safe thing, Andy, is that he catches his calf. After that, he is fluid on the ground as well.
Well, and a young man with his experience knows you don't ever want to put any whoa in your mind. You want to continue to be aggressive. Give yourself some impressionable memories for the runs to follow as you put yourself in a placement of advancing.
All right, Mario's got it parked. Get to it. Get him up. Oh, he's good. One little bobble with a 9.6.
That's scary. He's got 3,001, but that's going to put him in the number 4 spot right now, I think, once we're done doing the math. Actually projected to win 4, so he's in the number 3. Hey, guys, the next guy to go is our defending champion. We asked him to tell us about your traveling partners going down the road.
I think Cole's the best sleeper, and Dylan's the worst driver, but that's all I'm going to say.
He just threw his traveling partners under the bus. Okay, folks, your defending Rodeo Houston champ has tied the fastest calf of the rodeo. He was 7.7 last night. He's got $3,250 won. He's basically in. All he has to do is build upon that money. Riley Webb, 20-year-old, 2-time NFR qualifier. Look at the champ of the world. 8-4 will slide him into the number 2 spot. That's worth another $2,000. He's at over $5,000 projected.
Look at those numbers, boys. The top 4 guys are all with a pocket full. They've got a good start on this, Andy.
That means this guy's got to win first. Okay, he's got to be faster than 8-2 because he's got $750 won, and if he wins first, that would put him at $3,750, and it would bump either Kyle Lucas or Kincaid Henry.
So Britt Bedke is staring at 8-2. He needs to be 8-1. 8-1 to stay alive, or the Oakley, Idaho Cowboy is shipping out. Got to get that calf back up on his feet, costing him precious time. Hustle up. And 9-1 will not do it. He is 5th overall with our projection in money won. And so that'll be the last calf he runs this year in NRG Stadium.
All right, Boyd, a moment ago when I said Kincaid Henry was safe, I don't think so. And here comes another guy, Cole Clemens, with the same money won coming into this round.
So he's got to win at least $250 to tie with Kincaid. That would be splitting 6th, I believe, wouldn't it?
I think you're right.
So 6th right now is 8-2, 8-8. Then it's 9-5, 9-1. So I think he's got to be faster than 9-6. 9-6 or faster. That would actually tie him with Kincaid today.
You just watched him pitch that baby powder out of there. It's humid outside today. Right now for the Floridian turn Texan. That's all for good, guys. He's at the 30-yard line.
Come on. Oh, costly bobble. Just a costly bobble when he tried to gather those hind legs. It looked like he had a chance at the 9-5 territory.
Well, there was 2. He had to pick that calf up as well. So that 10-1 just a little too long for Cole. So he will be on the outside in the number 5 spot as we advance 4.
Well, I'm watching them all. Nod, fight, grip, pitch, get off out of that right stirrup. That's what Cole was just trying to do. String to 1, gather 2, 1 wrap and a half hitch with no insurance. Kincaid says, I'm just glad it's over, and I am worried about that hip or that back problem that he is having for Weston. The Canadian feeling bad.
That's today. Weston Hughes with 3,000, Webb with $2,000, Lucas and Bedke. But the most important board is this one. Who's going to the semifinals?
Advancing is Riley Webb with $5,250, followed by Weston, Kyle, and Kincaid. But the Cowboy that wins Super Series number 2, it's your defending champion, Riley Webb. Rock on out. He'll get the custom guitar and the Arctic cooler for being the champion of Super Series 2. Thank you to Boot Barn for bringing us the tie-down roping.
This is the Rodeo Houston Super Series. Here's how it works. We invite 40 of the top competitors in each of our 8 events. They're divided into 5 Super Series. Each one of those events is 3 rounds. When they conclude, the 4 highest money winners advance to one of our 2 semifinals. There are 10 in each of the semifinals. We take the top 4 from semifinal 1 and semifinal 2 and advance them to the championship. The 6 that do not advance from each semifinal round get another chance. They'll go to one of our wild card competitions. The winner from each wild card will advance to the championship. They join the others for a shot at the $50,000. The event winners from each Super Series will receive a 52-quart ultralight cooler from Arctic Outdoors and a custom Les Paul style electric guitar created especially for Rodeo Houston champions. And that's how the revolutionary Rodeo Houston Super Series works.
Get ready, everybody. The bareback bronc riding is coming up next.
Anyone who knows rodeo knows there's nothing more important than safety. That goes for our fans too. The Crown Royal Riders want everyone to make it home safely. As you enjoy Rodeo Houston, please make sure to always assign a designated driver. Crown Royal wants you to drink responsibly.
Thanks to Cavender's Boot City for sponsoring our hard-working arena crew. They're down in the dirt, on the chutes, making it all work behind the scenes.
Now here's something you may not know, but captions are available on your mobile device at rodeohouston.com/captions. But we're going to make it easy for you. Just point your camera at that QR code, y'all. Just point your camera at it on the center screens, and it'll take you directly to our closed caption mobile app. That way you can read along and try to interpret the different things that both Andy, Bob, and yours truly try to impart upon you. If you're asking yourself, did you really say that? Captions will verify, tell you the veracity of whether it was said or not said.
Read at your own risk.
Right. It is something you should read at your own risk. And if it's spelled wrong, it's Bob's fault. We're going to blame Bobby for it.
Oh, what a good-looking crowd on a beautiful Saturday matinee. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. And we're talking about riding some bucking horses. Bareback riding competition. It's all sponsored by Chevron. All right, it's been wild, but here's a man you met in the opening today. He has never won a championship, and he'd like to have one, R.C. Landingham. College standout, great competitor for a decade. He's at 5,000. He's got just a little more lead than some of our leaders do. Chad Rutherford's going to be right in his face.
Yeah, those two are in. It's a dogfight for the other 6 for the final 2 positions, including this guy, Dean Thompson, Altamont, Utah. Blood Angel of the Survey Company. Come on, the louder you get, the better they ride. That's true. Half the score comes from the horse. Half the score comes from the cowboy. Now, Blood Angel is a horse they typically see in the saddle bronc riding. They're judged for how well they're able to turn their toes out and move their feet from the front of the neck to the rigging. And Thompson, who needs a first-place check in a big way, just made a big-time ride. 83.5 for the Utah Cowboy, and he's feeling good about it, and he should.
That's more of what we're used to seeing from Dean Thompson. Now, friends, the next matchup you're going to watch is worth the price of admission all by its lonesome. Clayton Bigelow, the 2019 champ of the world, is matched up with a world champion horse from the Surveys called R. Watson's Womanizer. They've been in the 90s on this horse in both the saddle bronc riding and the bareback riding.
This horse is a star, Andy. I mean, this horse is an absolute rodeo star. And Clayton Bigelow is climbing aboard a world champion saddle bronc horse. Bigelow is one of those guys who I'm surprised has not won this rodeo in his career. Womanizer. Bigelow. The fight is on. Champ versus champ. Oh my gosh, was that good? The horse did her part. The cowboy did his. And they've just scored the highest score of the entire rodeo thus far. 87 points for Clayton Bigelow.
The Sacramento River Rat kid, fishing and skiing. He is something else. He can rope, too. All right, Ethan, let's see what you can do. From Cost or Gonzales, Texas. There's got to be a spoiler in the bunch, and he'd like to reach in there and be 87.5, 88. Circle Eyes is the horse. Now, this would be one of the younger bunch of the Servey brothers, 7, 8 years old. They were 80 points on this horse at Denver. He needs to add 8 to that. Woo! There you go. Stack it up. That's a spur ride. Ooh, a little wild at the end, boys. Wild at the end.
That horse does not weaken, Bobby T. I was talking to Chase in the parking lot. They are very excited about this bay horse, and Ethan needed a big check in the last round to try to advance. 83.5, his highest mark ride this year at Houston.
Well, now we go to the cowboy I talked about in our opening, and this is R.C. Landingham. Folks, he's a father of a baby boy. He's got a baby girl in the oven. He's going to be a father of 2 when it's all said and done. A 33-year-old cowboy from Hat Creek, California. He's got a horse underneath him called On Your Own. He talked about this horse is going to have a couple of moves right outside. An NFR horse, you still see the NFR patch. All right, there's the swoop to the left. There we go. That was the move he was wanting to survive. Then R.C., who's safe on money with $5,000 already banked in Super Series number 2. He's been in the 80s on his first 2 rides, and he's going to stay there on this one. 83 points. But believe it or not, out of 4 guys, that puts him 4th.
That's hard to believe. Now, the next guy you're going to watch has already won $37.50. We asked Chad Rutherford, what are you thinking about going into round 3?
We came to Houston. We started off great, got the first round win, and then we placed again last night. All we're doing is just moving forward, and we're just having fun down here in Houston, and, we're just looking for the next great ride.
Well, that fun should continue, Bobby T. He's got a national finals bucking horse.
There's a 10-year-old bay Gildan, a son of the great graded coconut of the Calgary Stampede. They've been 87.5 on this horse. Keenan Hayes has it. Kennewick. Take advantage. Yeah, Chad, yeah. They might be trying to prevent a dogfight, but you can't. With this pen of horses and these kind of guys going at it. Oh, boy, 85 points, Andy, 85.
I don't think you'll see a better bareback riding anywhere, Andy or Bobby T. I mean, this is just, when you put this kind of talent on the back of horses like the horses we're bucking today, and he's pumped because he knows he's probably done enough to advance. Maybe even win it.
Well, and it's not over yet. We still have 3 to go and 3 very good horses. Louisiana's Cade Saunier qualified to his first national finals rodeo last year. The son of an NFR saddle bronc rider and saddle maker as another national finals bucking horse. Daddy's girl of the Servey string. That they've been 88 points on in Denver.
Yeah, Waylon Bourgeois, who is from Louisiana, was 88 on this horse in Denver. This guy's dad, Joey, went to the national finals as a bronc rider. Saunier, just 750 to the good. He's got to come a-kicking. Come on, Cade. Toes turned out. Jerk him to the rigging. Oh, my. This is awesome. What a nice effort by the Cajuns.
I don't know how much more fastidious it can get than what you're watching ride after ride, horse after horse. Woo! What a rodeo on a Sunday matinee in Houston. 86 points for the Cajun. Boys, that's one shy going to the lead.
Puts him in the number 2 spot in the round. Puts him in the number 4 spot, though, at $2,750 won. And Taylor Broussard, his fellow Cajun, has that very same number. So we'll have to see who would win the tiebreaker. Taylor really needs to place, and that means to be more than 83 and a half. It's got to be more than 83 and a half. Come on, Taylor. NFR qualifier on Bay Nation.
I don't know if you can find another cowboy and horse that fit each other like these two. The only knock might be is he makes it look too easy. But you see his toes turned down. The spur stroke coming back to the rhythm, rigging each and every time. 80 and a half. And right now that's got him on the bubble at 4th.
Well, but he does win the tiebreaker against Saunier. So if that's how it finishes up, and nobody upsets this apple cart like Ty Pope, who's got a very legitimate shot at advancing, he's got to be more than 83 and a half. We know that.
All right, Ty Pope. Ty Pope, you know the name from Kansas. Another Calgary Stampede graded coconut bucking horse. Watch this. They've been 85 and a half, and that would upset it all. Do your thing. Oh, yeah. I'm going to call him a kid because of my age and him. But, folks, this kid is a veteran at a very young age. Loved the horse called Bucking Knight. And 83 for Ty Pope. That's going to be a little bit shy.
It looks like Broussard is going to hold on to that number 4 spot with less than $3,000 won. Oh, give him the evil eye. You better tape up if you want your arm attached to your body at the end of 8 seconds. Let her rip, Taylor Chip. World champ versus world champ. Watch those feet fly as the horses kick and the Cowboys take it at the end of their arm. Rutherford experiencing the joy, as is Bigelow, smiling from ear to ear because he's going to win the round with the 87 on Womanizer. Saunier, Rutherford, Thompson all pick up cash. But here are the advancers.
R.C. Landingham at the top, 51-25. Rutherford, Bigelow, and Broussard all get another shot in the semis. But the champion of our second Super Series, it's R.C. Landingham. The long, tall drink of water is rocking on to the semifinals with that custom guitar and an Arctic cooler. Thank you to Chevron, bringing us the bareback riding.
Coming up next, we're talking about team roping when we return.
Thank you to Houston Methodist, the official healthcare providers for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, a supporter of Rodeo Houston Sports Medicine, caring for our rodeo athletes.
It's autograph time at the Fan Zone, presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Meet our Rodeo Houston athletes, bullfighters, Leon Coffee, Rodeo Royalty, and more. Come get your buckle at sections 103 and 124.
Of course, we want you inside NRG Stadium each and every day, but if you can't make it, be sure to watch us on Bally Sports. We're also streaming live on Telemundo, Texas, in addition to the Cowboy Channel. But let's bring in our friends from Telemundo, shall we? Enrique, Luis, hola, mi amigos.
Saludos, muchachos. Hola. Gracias por acompañarnos a ustedes que están aquí en el NRG Stadium también en este día de guitarras y hieleras, Luis.
Es el día de Iván Cornejo, así que una gran celebración de parte de Telemundo. Muchas gracias. Andy, Bob, and Boyd, it's been very interesting up to this point, but next we have Luke Brown and Travis Graves yesterday with 5.3. Boyd, what do you think about our pick for today?
Yeah, I like your pick, guys. The question is, will 5-3 win first? I'm not sure. Listen, we love listening to y'all on Telemundo, Texas. Thanks for joining us at Rodeo Houston.
Oh, beautiful ladies, all in blue, strawberry blonde. Pretty, pretty, pretty girls. Nice to have you with us. What do you say we bring them headers and heelers in team roping time? It's sponsored by Mrs. Baird and KHOU TV 11.
These teams have been solid, but one set themselves apart from the pack. Junior D's and Colby Payne. A great team roping to watch. They've won 7,500, followed by Summers and Long, Brown and Graves, and Brown and Blankenship. This should be interesting to see who gets out of this one because there's all kinds of room to advance.
All right, the number one team in the world standings of the PRCA today. Clint Summers, Jake Long, Fort Worth champions. Jake Long, 2 years ago, was the champion here at Houston. Florida reaches to the head end. Now we got a little Coffeyville, Kansas, slips a leg at the back. Could have been a 7 and 8. We'll make it 12 and 8, including the penalty for only roping one hind leg. Now, if you break the barrier, there's another 10-second penalty. Only the header is responsible for that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if 6,000 is going to be enough. I'm scared for them. All right, Young Guns, Cash Duty, Weimar, Texas. Ross Ashford, a former Resist All Rookie of the Year award winner, on the left-hand side of your screen. They've gotten checks in both rounds. 6-7 in the first, 7-4 in the second. That's worth about $3,000 in earnings. Oh boy, they went for the big check today. 5.1, are you kidding me? Beautiful run. Now those are a pair of Texas Cowboys, and they're the new leaders with a 5.1.
It's a great steer to have when you need it the most. Luke Brown and Travis Graves. Add their totals together in career earnings, you'd have nearly $5.5 million and 28 trips to the National Finals Rodeo, 14 apiece. Luke just got done winning $162,000 in Las Vegas. They won the round last night here at Rodeo Houston with a 5-3. 3,000 apiece. Let's get a little more to see if you can put a cushion. Left-hand turn. We will catch an outside leg, 12-1. And that makes me nervous for them as to whether or not that'll be quick enough.
I do believe in Junior D's lifetime. This kid's been roping since he was about 8, 9 years old. That he has finally settled down. I'm not going to say he's a full-time adult, but a good-looking youngster on your right-hand side.
You don't want to go full-fledged mature,
no.
huh? Okay.
No, Matt Zancanella would get me for that one. Colby Payne, Stephen Bill. Come on, Junior, show him what you can do, buddy. Yeah, that a boy, Colby. Oh, no. Well, that was tough to do. He ended up with an outside leg, penalty of 5. They flagged him with that. Good job, Junior. Proud of you, son. Proud of you. 10.9.
Okay, everybody take a breath. Billy Bob Brown and Kirby Blankenship. Carbon and Lampasas, Texas. And they are not guaranteed. They've made 2 very solid runs at 6-8 and 5-5. But 27.50 means they've still left themselves a little vulnerable. But they're fastidious. They've been studying this. They know what it takes to get out. Champs at Cheyenne. This header, a 2-time collegiate champion. He knew he had a slower steer. That's very smart.
Oh.
But we're not able to catch on the heel side. No time.
I've often argued that it's tougher to catch a steer that doesn't run. You would think that if it was moving at the speed of smell, it would be easier to catch. But, man, you just change your mechanics. You don't extend. You don't throw it like you would if the steer was running really hard. So sometimes it's more difficult to catch a slow one than it is a fast one.
They call that steer easy money, Andy.
He didn't agree with you.
At the head end, anyway.
2 veterans with no money. This is the biggest shock of the team roping in Super Series 2. The fact that Kevin Daniel and Justin Davis, 2 veterans, haven't cashed in yet. He threw it a long way. That net catch is legal. Healer bails in for a pair. But 5 in the field. Man, and we've only had one clean run. Gonna make them 10-3.
Yeah, but if you win third or fourth, you've still got a shot at the money, even with penalties. Tanner, Sid, what do you want to do with this deal? Andy, you're a team roper. Your dad's still very avid in the team roping.
Yeah, I'm retired. Tanner James, former Resist All Rookie of the Year with 2 horns, 2 feet. There we go.
There you go.
Do even more than that. 5 flat takes him to the top spot. California and Wyoming are now in the lead.
But sadly, it's not going to give them enough money to advance. Even if they hold on and win this round, that's not going to give them enough money to advance. They're sitting at 6,500. They lose the tiebreakers to Summers and Long. So that means Hagen, Peterson, and Chase Tryon, they got to go for first. 4-9. $1,250 coming in. What do we got? Oh, couldn't get his dally. Could not get his dally.
Well, when you look back, who ropes, who dallies, who holds them, and then it pops off, and then the coils are running through his glove. Always wear that glove, especially when you're healing. Oh, my goodness, could have been worse.
It's all right, fellas. We will see those team ropers back for years to come, but it was a bumpy go-round number 3. From the start, when you nod and get a chance to pitch your rope, the pursuit is on. 2 horns from the header. As the healer makes his catch, then he has to dally up and watch the smoke fly as he stops the clock. Sometimes it happens the way you want it. Other times, dejection and disappointment when it doesn't go as planned. Here's how the round paid out. It was James and Sporer at the top with a 5 flat. That was worth $6,000. But here's who will advance from Super Series 2.
We're looking at D's and Payne, my boy. $9,000. Duty and Ashford in for 7, tied with Brown and Graves. Summers and Long, the number 1 team in the world, at the bottom, but still, that's a lot of money at $6,500. So, when you step up, there's half. Junior, play that guitar for me. Come on, buddy, chew your gum. Dance a little, dance a little.
Give us a little Elvis. Thank you, of course, to the sponsors of the Team Roping, Mrs. Baird's and KHOU TV 11. You don't want to go anywhere, because when we come back, we're loading bucking horses again. Bronc riding when we return.
Make the most of your day at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. After the concert, take a fast trip on a wild ride, or relax and enjoy a bird's eye view of NRG Park outside at the carnival, presented by First Community. Relax in the Champion Wine Garden, presented by Frost Bank, and raise your glass with award-winning wines from around the world. Kick up your boots and dance to live music in the Hideout every night from 6 p.m. till midnight. The Hideout is designed especially for rodeo fans over 21. So stick around. There's something for everyone at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Hey, folks, we want to make sure you have a great time while you're here at Rodeo Houston, but if you have an issue or a concern, just send a text to 832-241-0202. and someone will get right back with you. That number is also posted on the 4 corners of the stadium. We'd love to hear from you.
Our arena crew, those are the talented people. You see them on the tractor, you see them working the gates, all the chutes, all that equipment. They are sponsored by Cavender's Boot City.
Welcome back to NRG Stadium, and Rodeo Houston continues. We call it the Blast event. This is what gave birth to the sport of rodeo. saddle bronc riding. And when you stack it up, Energy Transfer will tell you, keep your eyes on the prize. And that's exactly what Logan Cook has done. 3,500 of the good. This kid coming off his first trip to the NFR is putting on a show. He's got a rematch as well. Him and Shea Fournier look pretty good, but look out, the rest of them are going to be fighting for those final 2 spots.
First cowboy to kick, 2-time world champion Ryder Wright of Beaver, Utah. Super solid with an 83 and an 82.5. Let's see if he can live up to the name of the horse, Triple Threat. Win money for the 3rd performance in a row in our 2nd Super Series. Number 7 man in the world, $2 million. He is riding just like the lineage and the blood that runs through his veins. Awesome job by Ryder.
And you can hear his brothers and traveling partners on the back of the bucket chutes just cheering him on. The horse from Survey, Triple Threat. The rider Wright from Utah. What kind of threat is he going to be? A big one. 85.5. And Ryder is cashing checks.
Well, he doesn't seem to be all that excited. This is his office, and he is a staff of 1 and does so well. Carson McBain, Bakersfield, California, Buck Owens, bronc rider. Here's a kid won the money at Texas City, Largo Mar, last November with Boyd Nye. Watch the villain. Oh, is his horse going to give you every chance in the world to win?
Bucked his back tag off.
Well, they were 89.5 on this horse at Mitchell, Nebraska. Stetson Wright was. Oh, did he reach and poke? 80 points for Carson, 8-0.
So this one would scare me a little. This is a Calgary Stampede bucket horse that's been to the Canadian finals. Zeke Thurston was 88.5 at the national finals on this horse. Parker Fleet, Axtell, Texas. He's a long shot. He's won $750 coming in.
Take that slide at her, maybe.
Hold on, guys. Come on, boy. There you go. Okay, you good?
We're listening in.
Good boy.
Yeah. Mike's on the bucket shoots. The mark out rule requires you to have your heels above the break of the shoulders, touching the horse when the front feet hit the ground. So that's the first thing he's concerned about. That's why the start is so important in a rough stock event like the bareback or saddle bronc riding.
Your foot the way you want it? Okay, you good?
Let it go.
Here we go.
Here goes. It's too quiet in here. Come on, Texas, help him.
Great ride by Parker, who's having maybe one of the strongest starts to a season of his young career. Oh, but we got a yellow flag on the ground. Saw it in the replay. He did not keep the left foot above the horse's shoulder. Boyd was telling you about the mark out rule. So all of it is for naught. A no score for Parker Fleet.
So Dawson Hay needs to show up today, Bobby T. He's won 2,000, but he's 5th in money won coming into this 3rd round.
I know he's done his homework on this horse called Carousel. Stadler Wright was 85.5 points at Denver with Hugh Boyd at the National Western Livestock Show and Rodeo. This might be Dawson, but his little year-old baby Honey Bell calls him daddy. Come on. I see another flag on the ground. Maybe we'll get a different angle at it. Well, He's a Calgary Stampede champion. He's a champion for the three of us, any place, any day.
Did I jinx it? Like saying he never misses on a field goal attempt? There's the yellow flag falling. Watch his left foot. When the front feet of the horse hit the ground, you see how that foot comes down to the back of the shoulder? That's what we're talking about when you fail to mark a horse out.
Now, the next cowboy you're going to watch, we asked him, how do you know how much rein to give a horse?
A lot of times you can talk to the stock contractors, or a lot of times your buddies have been on some of those same horses. They go everywhere we go, so everybody keeps a pretty good track record on them. So just call a buddy, and they usually have a pretty good idea.
The most important decision you'll make, where to grab that rein. Logan Cook on a rematch. He's been 86 and 86 and a half on this horse already. Now watch the rein measurement. See how that horse is taking it down right to his knee? But he was lifting, firing those feet to the front end. That was the most important decision he could make, and he moves into the top two, 82 and a half. And that'll put him second in the round, which right now projects him for second in the series. Ryder Wright looks to be the guy to beat right now.
We spoke about rematches just a little bit ago. Here is another. Parker Kempfer of Deer Park, Florida, and Urgent Delivery. Now, the last time he had this horse, Bob, was in Canby, Oregon, and he was 86 points. With only $500 won, 86 would put him number one, so he needs it.
That's $3,000, and that's exactly what he's thinking. I wouldn't say he's thinking I'm going to ride this bucking horse. That $500 I've won is not that big a deal. Get you some, Parker. Urgent Delivery. Here's another graded coconut. 16-year-old Peg Hilden. We talk about graded coconut of the Calgary Stampede. He was a 6-time world champion bucking horse.
Have they inducted him into the Hall of Fame? I think they did.
Yes, sir. He passed here about a month ago, 27 years old.
Wow.
He had quite a life.
All right.
All right, Parker Kemper. Anybody from Florida watching today? Come on.
Horse takes a little bit of a scoot, then starts getting after it.
Tight circle to the left, away from his riding arm. But Andy's right. Watch this horse. He kind of scoots out here a little bit before he actually goes to start his job. But when he starts his job and then circles to the left, Parker's just having trouble keeping up. 72 points on the ride for Mr. Florida. What's something, we asked Ryder Sanford, what's something that no one knows about you?
I used to play competitive chess. My grandma was a chess teacher, and just really keeps the mind sharp, you know, keeps everything in order.
He was a professional chess player. I can't even play checkers.
Well, his grandmother, who teaches chess, taught him. It's kind of a family thing. All right.
He looks pretty good. He's sitting at 22.50. 2012 50 are winning second and third, and they've already been on their horses, or third and fourth. He should be advancing, but winning some money would sure help. Come on.
Get you some of this Calgary Stampede horse again.
Last year's Rookie of the Year in the saddle bronc riding. Won Calgary and Cheyenne as a rookie. And now he's going to move into a three-way tie for third at 80 points.
So a unique thing about all the Calgary Stampede horses is when you look at their brand, they name the horse after the letter in the brand. That's the first letter in the name. So this horse is branded Y15, and Shea Fournier is on Why You Are Frisky. Bob, did you name this horse, or did they name it after you?
No, the mare that this colt is out of is Your Frisky. You are right behind him. Good stuff, Fournier. Boyd has now coined it. This rodeo from the Astrodome to NRG, this is the Fournier house.
We might need to work on that dismount, though.
Yeah. Woo! How about this, folks? We saved the best for last. Shea Fournier, listen up, stud. 86.5 points. He is going to win this third round, and that might be enough to get him the series.
Well, that'll put him above 6,000 unofficially. When you're right, you're always right. Blue is the color. Bronc riding is the name of the game. Then you reach, you grit, you hold, and then you go, oh my goodness, that's not exactly frequent flyer miles. Ooh. Oh, that'll put a snap in your neck. There's the look. He's too serious today. Shaking it off. Said it could have been 10 more. Dawson, thank you all. What a pen of horses. What a pen of bronc riders. But the Cajun is at the top, Andy.
Shea Fournier with that $3,000 check along with Ryder and Logan. But here's the one that matters. Shea Fournier, Ryder Wright, Logan Cook, and Ryder Sanford will all advance. And the spoils will go to Raceland, Louisiana. Shea Fournier with that guitar and an Arctic cooler.
Congratulations, Cowboy. We're proud of you. Energy Transfer brought you the Saddle Bronc riding.
All right, stay with us, fans. Steer Wrestling is coming up next.
It's time, folks, for Entertainer Trivia. Everybody look at the big screens. Answer the question on the screen correctly for a chance to win season tickets to next year's Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Captions are available on your mobile device at rodeohouston.com/captions. I want you to scan the QR code on the big screen right now. It'll take you straight to our closed caption mobile app.
Check out the best seats in the house. Those are the chute seats presented by Hess. They are right behind our bucking chutes.
And if you're looking for something to do when you get some free time, you got to visit the Fan Zone. The Fan Zone is presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. We have two of them, one in section 103 and one in section 124. When you get up there, you're not just going to get an autograph from our great contestants. You're going to see the Rodeo Houston champion saddles up close at both locations. You can also pick up a beautiful Rodeo Houston belt buckle, but the biggest reason to go up there is to meet the contestants. You want to talk about some down-to-earth guys? There's Clayton Bigelow, R.C. Landingham, Weston Hughes, all signing autographs.
That is an excellent-looking crowd for a Sunday afternoon here at Rodeo Houston, and a stacked field in the steer wrestling. Thank you to our friends at Mattress Firm. They bring us the steer wrestling. Who's done it the best so far? No surprise, it's world champion Ty Erickson. He has collected some checks looking for his first ever Rodeo Houston title. But look out for Jesse Brown, Stetson Jorgensen, and I'm surprised that Bridger Anderson's only got $500.
I'm surprised that J.D. Structus is $125 out, and that's who we're starting with. This guy's got a real chance to advance. Probably needs to finish first or second. Oh, Milan, Minnesota. Slide him down. There you go. Good job, Cowboy. That's a money run right there, 5-4.
All right, pressure is the word of the day in this event. The bar is set at a 5-4. Here comes a past Pendleton Roundup champion from Baker City, Oregon. This will be Jesse Brown. 4 times. This big kid, shouldn't call him kid anymore, 31, has been to the Wrangler NFR in Vegas. Football player at Wazoo. Ooh. Finished his career at Montana State University.
So he double clutched, leaving the box on the reins on that horse. So that's what gave that steer quite a head start. He just wasn't able to get the start he wanted, and so that'll put him in at 6-2 for Big Jesse Brown.
Stetson Jorgensen of Blackfoot, Idaho. Watched him win at famous Preston Night Rodeo. First weekend of August. 4-time NFR qualifiers, won about 2,500. Steer takes a step to the left. Stetson is there. Turn him around, set him down. 6 flat. That moves into the number 2 spot as he tries to add to his total.
We'll take it. Hey folks, stick around tonight and catch a stunning drone light show and fireworks extravaganza presented by ExxonMobil. If you didn't get a chance to see it, that's what it looked like last night. There are over 400 drones flying above NRG Park. They form barrel racers and bull riders and a fireworks show as well. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss what Hunter Cure is about to do from Holiday, Texas. Any Texas Tech Red Raiders in the house today? Here's a former Houston champion, 2-time champion of the world. All right, big guy, make your kids proud, Daddy. Oh, no.
He was sitting fourth, coming in with $1,375, and now he just loses this grip on the steer. Left horn down, it slicks away from his body, and the Hunter just got robbed. Tough luck for Hunter Cure. Oh, he wants that one back.
Yes, he does. Knoxville, Tennessee's Joshua Hefner. Had a bumpy road in our second Super Series, 18-2 in round 1, no time. 1 afternoon to go. Southeastern Circuit champ has one more shot at trying to collect a check as they get that steer to stand. For the man that comes from the Volunteers State and the home of the Volunteers.
Well, that's Jesse Brown down there in the maroon shirt. That's a look at where the steer leaves. All right, Cowboy, he's a long shot. He's got to win first. That means 5-2 or faster. Yeah, and I'm afraid. And he breaks the barrier as well. So a 6-9 turns into a 16-9. For those of you who don't understand the barrier, we talked about it in the tie-down roping, but it's a rope that requires every athlete to give the steer a required head start. Here's Olin Hannum. Malad, Idaho. $2,000. Sits fourth, but he's not safe.
Boy, if he got out, it's going to be close. Hold that. Oh.
Wow. Still didn't get the flag. There you go. 13-5. So we have ground rules at Houston where if a steer has fallen down or dogfall, you have to let him back up before you can throw him. And that's going to slow Olin down to 13.5.
Tell you what, we talked to Ty Erickson, and he said he really wants to win that guitar tonight.
Yeah, everyone that comes here wants to win the guitar. I have a lot of confidence right now. My bulldogging horse is working really good. My hazer is doing a great job, and hopefully we just keep drawing good steers and making good runs.
I think you draw a good one today because I haven't seen a good one yet. I'm serious. Now J.D. Struxness is down inside the box helping his friend. Ty is a former Super Shootout champion here and the 2019 World Champ.
He just won again. The Montana Circuit Slammer. 4.4. Somebody get up and scream.
That'll get Montana rocking. Woo! Look how he launches his body out as the steer checks up, then waits for him to come around. Excellent job.
I mean, he dives like a swimmer into the pool. Now, I think Bridger Anderson's probably got a good steer too, and he needs him because he's only got 501. The only shot he has of advancing is winning first. So that means he's got to be 4-3. 3,500 and Stetson Jorgensen in the number 4 spot. Jorgo's number 4. Bridger, the former college national champion. for Northwestern Oklahoma State University out of Alva. And now Ty, the very guy that's winning the rodeo, is going to haze for Bridger Anderson and help him try to beat him.
You won't see that in any other sport. Here, let me catch this football and run with you. Here you go. Slipped down in a hole. He did. And pulled him in a 4.6. We're talking about a $500 difference. Is it going to work?
He's going to be $375 short. He did everything he could at 4 and 6, but he'll be just short of J.D. Struxness. Oh, the Northwestern Oklahoma State Cowboys are battling it out, but one will advance and one will not.
Well, he's only 25 years old. He's going to be around for a while as a college finalist. There's the nod. There's where Jesse Brown got in the bind. He gritted his teeth, reared back, then pulled up. Here's Struckness. Roll him. Oh, Hunter missed an inside horn, let him get away for the day. Ty looking back going, I might get that guitar they asked me about. Well, Ty Erickson at $3,000 going to put you $6,750 on the next board.
And the reason you're not seeing Bridger Anderson on there is because he broke the barrier we were informed. So that's why he didn't make the top 4 in round 3.
But here's who's advancing. Ty Erickson, J.D. Struxness, Jesse Brown, and Stetson Jorgensen. He told us he wanted the guitar. Now he gets to take it home. Strum along. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ty Erickson gets the guitar in the Arctic cooler. Congratulations, Cowboy, and thank you to Mattress Firm.
You don't want to miss what's coming up next. Beautiful ladies and horses. It's barrel racing.
Wondering what to do after the show? Head outside to a one-of-a-kind beer garden and enjoy the official beer of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo at the Miller Time Bar. Discover a unique rodeo oasis. Come unwind with a hard seltzer or beer at the Topo Chico Hard Seltzers Oasis. And if you've worked up an appetite, head on over to the ranch for a casual or fine dining experience. So stick around. There's plenty to do and something for everyone at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
All right, folks, check the screens for the answer to the trivia question. The winner for those season tickets will be announced on March 17th.
Hey, look at the video screens. The Carnival Cruise Line Cowboy Cam is bringing out the Wild West in you and Leon Coffee. You are looking good. It's a unique cowboy hat if I've ever seen one. Uh-oh. Switch to the horns. That's a memory you'll never forget right there. Cowboy hat and a mustache.
No matter how hard you try.
Go to the other side over there and then come back over here in a minute.
Oh, yeah, you're on it, guys. All right, we're going to give you a little howdy. We're going to go scuba diving.
Look at that. That's pretty cool, huh?
Thanks for being with us. Welcome back. As the ladies in the front row are ready for the horse race we call barrel racing. Fast and Furious. It's sponsored by S&B Engineers and Constructors. And Donna K. Rule, the former saddle maker who has retired from saddle making, but this is living her dream right here. 4-time NFR qualifier. She's been all about it. Reed and Smolyago look really good. They just got to get another check to be really safe because Busby and Duke could bump them out, or at least one of them.
All right, let's go to the winningest lady. No, the second winningest lady in the world. 3-time champion of the world, now from Lampasas. She is born and raised in Victoria, Brittany Posey Tanazi. Oh, pretty turn. Let her rip with the whip. 1484. 1484. I thought she might be a little quicker than that.
Well, that's her fastest run so far in this set. We'll just have to see if it gets her money. San Angelo, Texas's Presley Reed smoked him in round one with a 14.69. That was worth $3,000. She's number 13 in the world. She won Woodlawn, Texas last year. This buckskin is a good one. Starting with a right-hand turn. Keep them tight. She was first and then last. First and 8th in our 2 rounds. But another good run as the buckskin goes across the line. 14.69 matches her time from go round 1.
And she won go round 1. We've seen 1470. We've seen 1471. Now it's time to see Donna K. Rule. Minko, Oklahoma. This lady is just an amazing story. 4-time NFR qualifier. Got the big win yesterday with the 1471. That was worth $3 grand. Come on, folks. She needs a little help from you Texans. Thank you. Woo! By 1/100th of a second. You can't blink your eye in 1/100th of a second. She takes the lead.
All right, we're going to try to beat you now, boy. Andy, here comes my lady from Skiatook, Oklahoma, Leslie Smoligo. Here is a past Mountain State Circuit champion. Through the gate, to the right, good turn. The tighter the turn, the better it is. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. All right, Houston, everybody, go, go, go. Help her. You can bump them, just don't tip them over. I think I predicted that. Fastest run of the rodeo, 14.61.
Now it just got tougher for Taryn Lee of St. David, Arizona. She's been 15.26 and 14.87. Put those together, $875. She needs to be as quick as possible. We need to get in the 14.6s, but she knocks over barrel number 1. That'll cost her $5.
I've always said if you're going to knock over a barrel, you don't want it to tip and slowly fall. If you're going to knock one over, clobber it. And she didn't do that. Just pulls up, took her feet off the gas. Boom! That's going to leave a mark on her knee.
You're thoughtful.
21 and 10. Just saying. You're going to be frustrated. You might as well get something out of it.
Yeah, that's more than just a Band-Aid. That's going to hurt. Ashley Rogers. Here is a Louisiana lady, Southeast Circuit qualifier. Oh, she got to go. Charlie took the bit. I mean, get around. Now watch her setting. Pick him up. She already switched hands going into barrel 2. Would you help a lady from Louisiana? Kick, 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 kick. Good whip. 15-16.
So right now, if you're Andrea Busby, you got to feel pretty good because you've got $2,500 won. The person behind you, Latricia Duke, is at $1,625. So if Andrea, even if she doesn't place, she just needs Latricia not to have a good night, and she would advance. Andrea Busby, Millsap, Texas, finished second last night with a 14.82. The Rockin' Red Roan around the left-hand barrel. Now it's 2 right-hand turns. Tight corners, straight lines. Remember, the louder you get, the faster they go, and that's what's happening. She takes her horse across the line with a 14.90, and that's good enough right now for another check as it sits. I think Trisha would have to be faster than that 14.9.
I think you're right. I'm going to steal one of Bob's lines. That horse is an athletic little bugger.
He is a pretty little bugger, too. I love roan horses.
Latricia Duke of Zephyr, Texas. She's got to go at the go round. 16.25, and everybody ahead of her She needs to win at least second. That would be $2,000 more. So let's see if the Golden Palomino can carry her to a 14.67 or faster. 2 turns in. Come on, we got to keep hustling, Latricia. 1 more turn. Texas lady needs some Houston help. Can she do it?
No.
14.82. Oh, she's 5th overall. She's just under $400 out of the number 5 spot.
Well, Andrea Busby from Lipan, Texas, says, I'm sorry, sister, but I'm glad you did it. A 1/10 of a second could mean thousands of dollars. There's Donna Kay. That lady rides a horse as good as any woman I've ever seen put a saddle on one. There's the roan horse you're bragging on, Andy. I like the buckskin, too. Leslie Smiley tonight. There it is, 3,000, 2,000. Look at that, 61, 68, 69.
Now look at the advancers and how close they were. Look at that. Only $250 separated Leslie Smolyago from Donna K. Rule. The 2 Okies heads out, the Texans, Reed and Busby. All right, Leslie, let's play it, cowgirl. Let's see how rambunctious you can get. You're not very festivus. Okay.
She was out of breath as I say thank you to Oxy that brought all that.
Live TV.
Can't make this stuff up. Bull riding when we come back. Oh, yes, sir. We're going to the breakaway roping. It's sponsored by Oxy. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. That just broke all of us right there. Okay. Looking on. Oh, youth is wasted on the young. Okay, this is how they sit the breakaway. Maddie Dearman, 500 in front of Brady Good. Josie Connor, 3,000. Madison Uthier at 1,750. And it's all brought to you by Oxy.
All right, that's what happens when you get in a hurry, boys. No brakes. No brakes, full pedal. All right, Josie, Andy, go ahead. Just go get me a 1789.
She smoked it on him yesterday afternoon with a 2 and 9. Rebounded after a no time in round 1. She shows you that she has all the talent and capability to win this title if we get to the very end of it all. See this horse? Those ears perked forward, waiting for her to drop that left hand. Tell him when it's time to go. She catches up, but the loop will not fall on for the former Resistol Rookie of the Year. No time.
That could leave her vulnerable, even though she's won 3,000 already.
I agree.
Because you got the next girl at 4,000. You got Brady Good at 3,500. If any of these Maddie, like a Madison Uthier or a McKenna Hickson were to show up, that might kick Josie to the curb. We don't want that. Here's the number 1 cowgirl coming in, Maddie Dearman, Hope, New Mexico. What? She's won 4,000, so she's pretty safe. But we started with 2 no times in the breakaway. And with this Super Series, the tail of this Super Series, that is shocking to me.
All right, 3 in a row. We got a Maddie, Addie, and a Madison. This would be Addie Carter, Miami, Oklahoma. Now, no money. Of course, he did follow him a long ways to get her done in a 5-2. Sometimes it's just not going to want to leave your hand.
Well, it makes it really difficult when that calf takes a step to the left. You know, in an arena this large. Oh, was it 2 steps? I just saw the 1, but.
He moved.
Oh, okay.
I'm with you.
Madison Uthier of Fulshire, Texas. This young lady, I'm still going to argue she's one of the most interesting characters we have in all of our sport.
I would agree with that, but from a sporting standpoint right now, she could be Josie Connor's spoiler. She comes out and smokes something, wins a big check. Well, if. That little word, if. woulda, coulda, shoulda. We've had 5-2 is winning it after 4 runs.
Well, Addie Weil, you can do this. Thanks to Justin McKee, we found out that she was born and raised in Edna, Kansas. Her mother is a doctor. She's studying to be a doctor. And Addie Weil has only got $750 won. Good on a Palomino horse, 3-8. Okay. That now throws her unofficially into the number 2 spot by $750.
Well, we're looking down here at Brady Good at 3,500, so she's almost guaranteed to advance. The one now, McKenna Hickson. She's kind of got to win first or second, folks, to have a prayer. Casper, Wyoming Cowgirl. She's picked up checks in both rounds. Fastest run so far is a 3-4. She'd take that. That put her in first place. Stick him. Oh, Mr. Slack. See, Mr. Slack, remember, the rope's got to pull tight around the calf's shoulders. It's got to drop completely over the head, but no farther. It's got to pull tight across those shoulders, and when she missed her slack, and you can see her right there, her face is telling you all you need to know.
Brady Good hasn't been good. She's been great up to this point. 3 flat in round 1. That was a $3,000 payday. 3-9 yesterday afternoon, another $500. For the number 6 cowgirl in the world, just catch and you'll finish no worse than 4th.
As they repair that barrier, how beneficial is it now to be the 7th or 8th breakaway roper to go? When you look up here, you see a 3-8 and a 5-2 and 4 other no times. You're like, okay, I can maybe back off just a little bit. I don't have to push at a 2-9.
No, I think it's everything.
Knowing your competition, I totally agree. 4 no times in a final round. That means either pressure from somebody saying, I gotta win, I gotta win.
It's like having the ball in your hands when the game's on the line, knowing exactly what you have to do to win it, and it still doesn't come together.
All right, Boyd, give him the long shot on Nicole Badgerly now.
She could take advantage of this wreck right now. Because if she wins first with a 3-7, she's moving on. Well, she's moving on. 3-7, folks, which is a good time, but it's not the fastest these ladies can throw it in. For example, we've seen a 2-9, we've seen a 3-4, we've seen a 3 flat, we've seen a 3-3. So this 3-7 is very doable for Nicole Badgerly. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Just did it. Just did it. Oh, did she break the barrier? Oh, talk about break a heart.
I wondered why she wasn't smiling. Watch the Blue Roan horse hit it, maybe 2 inches. 2 inches too soon. That just cost her $3,000. Oh my goodness, and a chance to move on to the top 4.
That cost her $3,000 and the semifinals. All right, folks, we call these highlights, but they just had a rough day in the breakaway roping. That was a good moment. It'll finish in second place with the 5-2. Oh, you can tell she is so disappointed she missed her slack. Oh, Brady. My. So tonight it was a 3-8, a 5-2, and can you believe it? 13 seconds flat gets a check.
But all of that assists us in advancing Maddie Dearman, Addie Weil, Brady Good, and Josie Connor, who battled it out to take Super Series number 2. Well, it's Maddie Dearman. She's got the guitar. Congratulations, strum on that thing, as she also takes home the Arctic Cooler. Congratulations, Maddie, and thank you to Oxy. They brought us the breakaway roping.
Well, everybody, hang on. We're coming back with a little bull ride.
So do you see all those busy men and women working the gates, setting up equipment, moving the livestock from one pen to the next, pulling the slide gates? This is our arena crew, folks, and we want to say thanks the Cavenders Boot City for sponsoring that hard-working arena crew.
Why don't you go to the Fan Zone? It's presented by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. We have 2 of them. See, you can meet those great guys. Sections 103 and 124. You can go there, get an autograph, take a picture with some of our favorite rodeo stars, and pick up your Rodeo Houston belt buckle.
Hi, I'm Jeff Askey. I'm here at Rodeo Houston competing in the bull riding because I'm tough and durable and ruggedly handsome. Part of what keeps me held together is the sports medicine team. But it's a great thing that Houston Methodist provides that sports medicine team, fix them up, tape them, and get them feeling better so that they can compete with me, the tough guy.
Tough and ruggedly handsome. That was good stuff, Jeff, and thank you to Methodist. Hi, y'all. Just smile if you're having fun today. Just smile if you're having fun. There you go. Keep your cameras up. You never know when you can get that picture of yourselves on the big screen. Keep it handy. Hi there. One wants to be on TV and the other one doesn't. Either way, they're going to get to watch the bull riding at Rodeo Houston. Who's pumping it into your rock and roll denim? That's who, Bobby T.
Well, if you'll take a look at that ruggedly handsome cowboy, T. Parker, he was a rookie 2 years ago. That's how he rides them. Young, thin, yeah, he is good looking. Parker has won 3,000, tied with Jax Mills, tied with Tristan Hutchings. Right behind him is Hayes Waite. It could be any one of the last 3 guys, but I'm going to stay with the top one. Who is that?
Those are the men that will be protecting the bull riders. On the left of your screen, the greatest of all time, we call him the GOAT, Mr. Dusty Tuckness. The man in the middle, a national finals bull rider, also from the Cowboy State, Nate Justice. And the man on the right, the fastest man on cleats, Mr. Bo Sheets.
Oh, but they're not the only ones joining us. A Pro Rodeo Hall of Famer in his 31st year at Rodeo Houston. How about it for everybody's friend, Leon Coffey? What? What's the matter? Oh, you want our little drone plane to come in? Thanks for cleaning the windshield. Got a little tip for you.
We push the camera shot into the bucket chutes and find Jax Mills. Montgomery, Texas is where the 19-year-old calls home. He's got a national finals bucking bull called Predator. 88% buck off.
I watched Josh Ross ride this bull with Denver for 92 points. I think that bull may have hipped himself coming out, but it didn't affect the cowboy, it didn't affect the ride. That's how we want to start it. Woo! Move in, boys. Move in, Bo. Thank you. Now watch. You're going to see this bull hit his hip. You see how that bull hit his hip on the chute? But it never affected Jax. Did we tell you he was from Montgomery, Texas? I mean, that's just up the road, folks. That's suburban Houston. How about it for 81 points? Jax.
Well, I wouldn't call Ganado, Arizona suburban Arizona in the desert. That's where Jay Hale comes from. Now, he's in the top 40 of the world standings. Doesn't mean anything to him tonight. But he was just 90.5 points the other day, won $8,000 at San Antonio. This bull calls Short Grub.
Push him over a little bit.
9-1. I'd say that is a 90% buck-off ratio. Watch this little red bugger. 90 mile an hour. Ooh.
Good work, Bo Sheets, Dusty Tuckness, Nate Justice. So here's what I want you to watch, his feet and his face. Where does he look? If he looks down, he's doing good, but when he looks to the right and those feet slide back, you always go wherever you're facing, wherever you're looking. Where you look is where you land, as Mr. Tallman likes to put it.
Where you spit is where you hit.
I like it. Jake Gardner, British Columbia cowboy, Canadian.
Get back there.
Number 15 in the world, Vitalik Slamwich. A bull that has a lot of experience. It's only been ridden 4 times. This bull bucked the cowboy off in San Antonio. And it's going to happen again. That's why that bull bucks off 92% of the riders that climb aboard. No score for Jay. It's a lot of power underneath him, fellas.
Yeah, and look at how he gets curled up, lands on the back of his shoulders.
That hurt.
And I just love seeing our bullfighters. Watch them. They're going to move in and stand right next to the cowboy until the bull is safely away. All right. Orem, Oklahoma, here's a rematch as well. Canyon Cravens had this bull earlier this season. Came up with nothing at the National Western. This is a bull they call Mayhem. I might make a suggestion to Leon, to the bullfighters. When this bull is done bucking, he's not done trying to do damage. This bull will hit you in that barrel, Leon. He will hit you going 9-0.
Don't be afraid, Leon. We'll holler just before he hits a barrel. Thank you.
I think Leon's headed to Orange, Texas. He's getting out of here.
All right. He is big. He's scary. They rode him the other day at Denver for that 85 and a half. I'm going to go with Cannon. Here is another one of those middle-aged bull riders. He's 23. They start at 6.
He's wadded up, bro.
He's wadded up, Ken.
He's wadded up. They want the bull to relax and stand a little bit.
Ooh.
I don't think that unwadded him.
I don't think so. Reminds me of my last alligator wrestling. I wadded him up, and they said I had to turn him loose.
Well, when you got a set of horns as big as this bull does, there's probably not many people that tell you what to do.
What do you think?
He's all wadded up, sir.
He keeps telling everybody that he doesn't want to take it because he's wadded up. In other words, he's holding his body together. See now how he's kind of squatting a little bit and leaning on the right-hand side of the chute? So now they're going to put ropes around his horns to try to get his head up.
That is the process of unwadding.
I think we're good there to push him over.
He's going to take him with his head down.
This is the only rodeo in the world that I know of where they have a microphone in the chute.
Cannon has not made it to the whistle yet, so this one matters.
He's just all wadded up. Can I redo it real quick? Look at him. He's all wadded up.
I'm telling you, spit that mouthpiece out. We can't understand it.
I don't think he cares about that.
I think he's talking to the judge.
Yes.
He's talking to the judge and asking the judge if it'd be okay for him to re-pull the bull or maybe have him roll forward.
I'd roll him ahead, free him up a little bit.
So that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go ahead and buck a next bull, and then we'll roll that bull forward. And hopefully that'll free him up a little bit. This is the guy I don't want to be today. And this might be arguably one of the most talented bull riders, if not the most talented bull riders in this Super Series. But the bull he's got is 37-2. So they have tried to ride this bull 37 times. He's only been ridden twice. That yields a 95% buck-off ratio. However, the 2 times he's been ridden were by right-handed cowboys, and Hayes Waite rides right-handed.
Well, and he's no stranger to big moments. He rode his bull in the 10th round of the National Finals Rodeo for 91 points. So sometimes when you need it the most, he can show up.
All right, being 9th in the world standings today in Houston, Texas. That's pretty good this early in the season. But you had $50,000 plus what he might win in this round, might win in the semifinals. Time to get rich. Hayes wait.
Cool, have fun now.
Anybody watching in Utah today? Here's your boy. Left foot, keep it in him. Yeah, yeah.
Only the third man to ride this bull. He is only the third man in history to ride that bull called Chore Boy. You watched history in Houston today, going away from his hand. Oh, he rides right-handed, bull goes left. What will the judges do? How about 85 points? Now, until then, our next bull rider has been the hottest guy here. We asked T. Parker, why are you doing so well?
I'm not really sure. The energy's great. I got all my family here, so I think that's why I'm riding so good. Got my hopes all up. My dad comes down here, eats lunch with me every day, and talks to me about bull riding, so it's all just great overall.
He's got a good bull named Moses that usually gets ridden more by right-handers. 80% buck off on Moses. Around to the left, away from his hand. Come on, T. I don't know that many people ride that bull that far because I think he's used to bucking people off early.
Yeah, he's got a really weird way on his trip, right? Thank you, T. You're looking good.
Whatever you do, T, don't cut your hair. Do not. Now this bull at the back end goes, what are you doing on my back? They're going to give him an option for a re-ride. Will he take it? Will he take it?
No, I don't expect that he would.
No.
He's sitting there looking pretty good at $4,000 as it sits right now. And there's nobody behind him that's got more won than that. Andy, tell me about Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow is a bull that they were 85 points on in Denver. But Chase needs to be even more than that. With $1,000 won, he's trying to get above the man that will follow him. 2018 national finalist, number 6 in the world, the Oregonian. Bull spinning to the right. Come on, Chase. Oh, I think he thought that bull was going to switch and change directions, but Mellow Yellow stays in a right-hand turn, and the Cowboy comes down before the 8. No score.
After his big win at Tucson, he's got a good start for the year. All you Oregon fans, stay with that boy. Ouch.
Oh, stepped right on his calf, and you can tell by the way he's traveling that it hurt him.
Oh, we've got the best sports medicine in the world right here.
Here's my pick.
Here's the Tristan. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody's hotter than this man. Ride a bull, use your feet, use your attitude. A chance, stay there. He did, Boyd.
Man, those feet were scaring me, though. This guy's the best. And whenever he loses his feet on his bull rope, he's the best at getting his feet back into that rope. Watch him continue to move those feet up into the rope. And that's what it takes. Look, 85 was winning it. How about 85 and a half? And Tristan becomes the top dog.
There is that great smile. Tristan Hutchins, Montview, Idaho. I know in the Big Valley. You're proud. Now we're back. We're back to wadded up. Cannon Cravens, Mayhem. Boyd watched him be 85 and a half on this bull. This is that mean booger. He's scary.
Go to him, bud.
He knows the bull. He's been on him before. Now let's make it work. Upper body, upper body.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, I told you.
Here comes the mayhem. Here comes the mayhem, Leon. All right, you got out of there good. Going away from his hand, going left of the right-handed guy, down he goes, and then once he throws you off, old Mayhem looks for something to eat. And he's like, okay, there's lunch. Bullfighters distract him from the fallen rider. Great job by those three all show.
Good job, Tuckness Justice and Sheets. There's the look to the face guard. Here's the look down that bull, right down his neck. The upper body will keep your butt square so you can be square with his shoulders. Then, when it's too late, you got to get away. Hard to do. Ooh, stepped on that right calf, Boyd. You nailed it. And it's good looking again. He said, that's enough. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, that Tristan's got a smile and a Yahoo that's second to none. Hutchins at the top at 3,000. Right behind him, Hayes Waite.
Here's who's moving on to the semifinals. Tristan, Hutchins, Hayes Waite, Jax Mills, and T. Parker. But Tristan is taking that guitar with him. All right, Cowboy, it's time to show us what you're packing. Okay, pull his hat down. Jamming on it, jamming on it. Way to go, Cowboy. Good work. Tristan Hutchins of Montview, Idaho. Rock and roll denim brought you the bull riding.